Hello there, welcome back. I want to do a little video talking about random strings. Now, I know that we're still doing the blog thing, we haven't finished that, yes, but this is a little aside because it's very important, okay? We want to talk about random strings. Now, I know what you're thinking, man. You're thinking, hey, why even waste our time on this? We all know what a random string is, right? Here's a random string, yay, look, we got symbols and everything, uppercase, lowercase, right? The random strings, it's easy. Well, let me tell you something that you already know. Random strings appear everywhere. Every commercial application that you ever work on will probably have some kind of random strings there, and they are very important for security and all sorts of things. And I really thought that this was worth doing a video on, you know. Now, you folks who are all sitting, you clever clogs, saying, man, we all know about random strings, right? Well, let me ask you a question here, PHP question. Can you get me a 6-character alphanumeric random string? Okay? Now, do you have to think about this? Do you have to use your little auto-complete thing? Do you have to maybe go on to Google and do a search for PHP random string, you know? Look something up, okay? Well, that's cool. I think if you do that, you'll probably eventually stumble upon something like that, rand, okay? And maybe you remembered that. Congratulations if you did. I'm impressed. Maybe you even remembered the stuff that goes here to give you that random string. Okay, so congratulations. That's fantastic, Ola. Okay. On the other hand, maybe some of you folks thought, well, actually, we're using Codeigniter, so let's load up the string helper. This comes with Codeigniter, right? And it's a string helper, and look at this. It's got a random string thing here, and you can declare what kind of random string you want and everything. Look at this. It's fantastic. We're going to use this. Yes, it's glorious, okay? So that's awesome. Congratulations to you folks as well. Now, the question I have is, I wonder, are you a PHP character or are you a Codeigniter character? Well, me, I'm actually a modules character. You see, when I'm using a random string, I don't want to be scratching about the henhouse, going to the Codeigniter user guide, going to Stack Overflow and the PHP manual and all of that stuff. I want something that's ready to rock that I can call upon very quickly. And the reason why I've got R2D2 and C3PO on the screen, I'll bring them up a bit, make them bigger, is because, in my opinion, there are good random strings. R2D2 is a good one. And there are bad random strings. C3PO is a bad random string. Now, why is it bad? Well, it's because of this character here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You see, this is an example of a vehicle order form for a company that I've been doing some work for, okay? Sorry, did I say order form? It's not, it's a quotation form. Quotation form. There are order forms and they use the same principle, but this is a quotation form, okay? Now I've scrolled down a little bit and who cares, and the company or the customer name's fake and all of that. Don't worry about it. There's nothing sensitive here, right? Now if we look on the top right, you'll see that it says quote ref, and then it has this random thing, okay? And if you look at the URL, you'll see that that reference is in the URL, okay? Now in the URL, it's uppercase and lowercase, it's a mixture, and then on the page itself, it's all uppercase, right? And the vibe is, hopefully, the customer will get this. They'll actually get a message on their phone that says go to the following URL, and they'll also get it on email, and they'll click on it and they'll say here's your quotation, and it shows them the quotation, and then if I scroll down there's buttons and they can accept it and all of that stuff. Anyway, the point is, when that customer's maybe on the phone talking to a salesperson and the salesperson says what's the quote ref, well, the customer can just say it's D9SRJM and everything's cool. If we had a reference that was like this, you're going to have half of your customers saying C3PO and another half saying C3P0. Can you handle the vibe? This has ambiguity. This does not. So actually, There's certain characters that you want to avoid when you're generating random strings, okay? And I'm not talking about Fort Knox stuff here. I mean, you know, if it's something really heavy, then by all means, get the crazy characters out, right? But for general day-to-day usage, you want to avoid 1, lowercase l, uppercase 0, lowercase 0, and do you know something? I'm saying 0. Let me say that again. Uppercase O, lowercase o, and 0. These 5 characters should be avoided because it helps us to have nice clear reference numbers and all of that for our invoices and our order forms and quotes and all of that cool stuff. So actually, when I'm looking for a random string, I don't go to Stack Overflow, I don't go to the Codeigniter user guide or anything. I have a function. It's very, very simple. Let me show you. Whoops. Let me show you this function. Look at this. Sorry about that. Let me show you this function. I'll bring the screen in. It's so simple. And here it is. It lives in site security. Look at it. It's so easy. It's just a few lines. It's called generate random string. And I just put a number in. Just a number, the length, you know. And basically it creates a pool of characters. And I've left out the zeros and the L and 1 and all of that. I've left out the problem characters. And then it returns a random string of that length. This is very, very simple, but I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. It's very, very simple, but very, very cool. Because if I want a random string, like I say, I'm not wandering about here, there, and everywhere. I just do that, you know. That's all I need to do. And if I want a 32 character one, then I spell length properly and I do that. And that's me, you know. If I want to convert it to uppercase, I go straight to upper, which is a built-in PHP thing, and it converts to uppercase. That's exactly what you see here, you know. Anyway, that's how I like to deal with random strings. I think it's quite a cool way. It's pretty solid and it has stood by me through the years, okay? So I would highly recommend getting this function inside your site security module, okay? Now, if you cannot be bothered typing it, I'll try and leave a thing in the description in the Insider Club for sure. For anyone watching on YouTube, I'll try and leave this in the description on YouTube. I'm not sure how YouTube works or anything, but I'll try it. I'll leave it there, and I'll definitely leave it in the Insider Club. We're going to be using random strings throughout this application that we're on, and now you know how I like to handle them and why. I'm sorry if I laboured this video. I just felt that this was important. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.